It's about making money. It's about making money, folks, okay? It doesn't matter how many little hearts you get behind your Twitter posts or how many fanfare you get from all these other, I don't even know how Instagram works. Whatever that stuff is that would fluff a person up. Those things don't matter. Making money does. Paying your bills does. Being able to eat. Taking care of your family. Paying your mortgage off. How about getting a house without a mortgage? Paying your car note off so that way you don't have to make any payments. New set of duds. Clothes. Doing something for someone that wouldn't expect it. Those types of things. That right there, that is a real motivator. But that doesn't make sense to most people. They want to hear 200R multiple trades, but you're going to learn from the secret market maker guy that used to work for XYZ Bank. And here's the proof. He's trading with nanolots. The fuck? Are you serious? And that's what's going on. That's the proof they're showing. And they're still in nanolots teaching. So I told myself when I was going to do this space, don't go off the rails. Just be polite and try to, be nice. I'm trying to be nice. But when you really look at all this bullshit that's out there, it's like, really, man? Really? Like, all the things that could be done, these are the shitheads that go out here and do this stuff. And they make it about image, the things that you can't pay your rent with. You can't put groceries in your refrigerator, in your freezer, with worshiping these clowns. That's why I don't want any of you worshiping me. I'm just trying to be a voice of reason, okay? I don't like team mentality, but if you're here to learn, I have no problem, trying to be team captain in that regard, but I'm not trying to create codependence. I want people to think about things soberly. I want them to understand that these are the things that matter most. Don't get caught up in all the other bullshit, because that doesn't make you money. And if it ain't putting bread in your pocket, what the fuck difference does it make? Who cares who likes who, what is better, who gives a shit? If you want to go out there and trade Bollinger Bands and it makes you money, man, go for it. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I want all of you making money. That's why I do this. I want you all making money. I get my rocks off when I see other people coming to me, studying, and they're proving they're making money. And you're seeing it all year long. People are coming up here with their receipts saying, here you go. This is what I'm doing. Thank you very much. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. No worship necessary. High five, boom, good. Well done. Next. And then we encourage everyone. That's amazing. There's no sales pitch. There's no coupon codes. No Black Friday specials. You got to get in and buy my subscription before the price changes. Fuck all that. Fuck that. But that's why it's hard. Because everybody wants to find their place. And see, the problem is you're letting everybody else tell you where your fucking place is. Who's setting the table for you? Are you letting all these people, these fucking nobodies, these clowns, these miserable pieces of fucking shit, human excrement, these hateful fucking people on social media, you're letting them tell you how you are to be successful. If you don't live up to their expectations of success, then you failed. These fucking people work menial jobs if they're employed at all. They're not trading profitably. But you're letting them set the table for you. Really? Why? Why does anybody's expectation about you or your trading matter? You ever think about that? Of my students, have you ever seen me question any of my students, say, hey, what did you make? What did you do this week? And then critique it. I've never done that. I've never done that. And any mentor that does that is setting them up for failure. Because what you're doing is you're creating this ladder that they're going to feel like they got to climb higher. The next rung's got to be better. And if it doesn't happen, if they don't do well, at least better than the last month, and they could still be profitable this month versus last month. But if they didn't do better than last month, how is that student going to feel about themselves? Well, my teacher's not going to think I did well enough, or they're not going to like my post, or they're going to think that I'm not doing enough, or other people will say, oh, look, you didn't do something right that month. But again, that's the problem with this industry. You're competing against yourself. See, you're allowing all this outside bullshit to influence you. Now, I guess in a lot of ways I am an influencer, but I'm trying to influence the best way I can. Calling bullshit when I see it, but majority of the time, I'm telling you how you should be thinking and avoiding all the dumb shit. Focusing on what matters most, avoiding the things that's going to be a pitfall for you, and just sticking true to the reasons why you're here. You're here to make fucking money. You know what? You can come here and have religious views about money and say, well, the root of all evil is money. No, it's not. It's the love of money. The love of money. I don't love money. I don't love money. I love doing what I do. I'm passionate. You all know that. I'm still fucking talking to you. The bottom line is this. You are here because you want to make money. You want more money in your bank account than you have right now and when you had last year and any year in your life. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not greed. That's not greed. That's fruitful. Okay? That's fruitful. When we were created, the first instructions were given, be fruitful and multiply. That wasn't just procreation. That means bring forth fruit. In everything, be fruitful. You judge a tree by what? Its fruits. So, you're not here to look pretty. You're not here to be adored by other people. I'm not here to have that. I'm here bearing fruit. And for some of you, it's bitter, it's sour, you don't like the way it tastes. Other people will say, it doesn't taste good, don't eat it. And the people that have worked hard to reach up and grab it and take it, they know it's sweet. They pay their bills with it. They buy cars with it. They're getting homes with it. They quit their jobs with it. They're building wealth with it. Okay, so you're not going to have anybody tell you, if you've tasted it now, no one's going to convince you that you've wasted your time. Who's going to tell you that? Nobody. You're not going to give them the time of day. So you have to do everything in this industry with removing and pruning all these bad things that are going to suck your attention and draw your passion away from being just principle oriented, result driven, and then consistency will be the derivative of that. That's what's going to come from doing those things. But you can't expect it to happen right away. And that's unfortunate, but that's the truth. And I don't hide from it. I don't sugarcoat it. You have to earn it. And there's no shortcut to it. There's no get to the point ICT. The point has already been made. The process is what you have to get to. Get to the process. I already went to the point. You get to the process and stick to it, because the results will yield themselves to you. But if you're lazy, if you have Olympic size expectations and you haven't been trading for several years consistently, that's a pipe dream. That is absolute fantasy. And it's guaranteed to be disappointing if you're holding that to, I'm going to do this. I'm going to prove my friends and family wrong. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make $1 million. I'm going to make $300,000 my first year trading, and I'm going to do it with a $500 account. No, you're not. I'm telling you, as your mentor, you are not doing that. So don't even try to set yourself up for it. What's wrong with, I'm going to try to make 1 to 2% a week. That's my initial goal. I'm going to build up from that. But let's just see if I can hit that. How do I do pushing myself into a disciplinary approach to trading, just that and stopping? Can you do it? Because I'm going to tell you something. I put my private mentorship group through that several times each year. And it was surprising to see how they couldn't do it. Some of them could, but the majority of them couldn't do it. They wanted to do something else. It wasn't engaging enough. Really? What if you have a $500,000 account and you're doing 2% a week with that? Who's not impressed by that? I mean, I have money. That's still good money to me. But you all want some things to be superhuman, like out of the stratosphere type results. Like that stuff is attainable easily. It's not. It's not for someone that's new. So why would you believe anybody that says they can do it? I don't tell you you can do it. I couldn't do it in my first 6 years. I had to flounder around, blew lots of accounts. And nobody sat down with me and told you what I'm telling you. And I wish they would have. It would have been so much better for me psychologically to just hear someone tell me, you're doing it wrong. Stop doing it that way and do it this way. Even though it doesn't feel like it's productive and it's not sexy. It's not, the fast track to riches. I would have welcomed to hear that. Like I would have been very appreciative to hear that. A message like this, I would have loved to heard it. But times are different now. Social media has changed everybody's perception of reality, truth, what matters most. And if you're not doing this to improve yourself, your family, your well-being, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Because if you're doing it for any other reasons than those three, you're doing it for reasons that's about image, which means you're going to be emotionally charged about every trade you take, which is rule number 1. You can't be emotionally attached to the trades. You can't have a feeling of failure if it doesn't work for you. That transaction wasn't profitable. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just an unprofitable trade. That's not failure. That just means that transaction failed to yield you a profit. That's it. That's not your failure. That's not your inability to be profitable beyond that trade. It doesn't mean that. But that's what most of you are doing to yourself. You're telling yourself that this is what this means. This is the line in the sand. This means I can't be profitable. I have to have consistently winning trades. I'm not giving myself permission to have a losing trade or a losing week or a losing month. So I'm going to ask you the question again. If you lost 10%, 15% drawdown in 1 month, do you give yourself permission to have that? Chances are you're thinking to yourself, man, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's something I should be doing. No profitable trader or student of smart money concepts would have something like that. When I have students that have gone through my mentorship, and some of them have had months like that, and they still close the year out up 300, 400% for the year. To me, that's healthy. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not a bad thing. But some of you would look at that and say, look at this. This person's failing. I couldn't do that. I couldn't stomach that. Well, if you can't lose money, then you won't be a profitable trader, because profitable traders are professional losers. We manage risk, we manage losing, and we turn every trade that starts as a losing trade into winning trades over time. That's a consistently profitable trader. And think about it, because it's the truth. You got to get past the spread. and the commission costs. Before you do anything, before that market moves in your favor, you got to come over those costs first. So everybody opens a trade up in a losing position immediately. How you close that trade defines your ability to be profitable or not for that one transaction. But that one transaction, profitable or not profitable, does not make or break your career. But your perception as a new student or someone that's becoming, I guess, interest in the market, you're just now dabbling in it. You think that is the beginning of the end. Well, that's true if you lose your mind and you go bonkers and you start over trading, feeling like you got to get it back right away. Oh, I'm going to lose my funded account. I got to get this back right away. Why? Who said you have to get it back right now? Who said that? You did. Why? Because social media's influence over you. Some joker on the internet who probably has never proven themselves profitable, being able to call a market before it happens, trade it, execute it, manage it, none of it. They sit around, they talk crap all the time and bring nothing to the table of usefulness. You've allowed them to set the mindset for you. Why are you so easily influenced by these people? Why are you letting other people give you these problematic viewpoints? Stop that. Remove all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with having a mind that's hive-like, okay, a hive-like mindset. When you're around successful people that are doing successful things and are trying to do things with a process that's similar. That's not a cult. That's a hive mentality. And hive mentality is what you see ultra successful people join. Think about it. Back in the 80s, there was these clubs, these social clubs, Club Med. Okay. I'm joining this club, and you had to be accepted into it. That was a social status. Okay. Well, successful people only want successful people around them. They don't tolerate poorly lived lives around them because they're going to be a drain. Now, that's not something that sounds like arrogance. It's not arrogance. Okay. Success breeds success. And I've said this before in some of my other lectures. The best thing in my life was when I cut dead weight out of my friendships and got rid of toxic relationships. But you want to hold on to these abusive relationships because you feel like I'll be a terrible person. If I cut this relationship off, if I stop hanging with these people, if I stop going out on the weekends and wasting my fucking money that I worked my ass off for to buy drinks that are overpriced, to be around people I can't fucking stand, dress up, spend money on clothes to impress people you don't even fucking like. These mentalities that people subscribe to, that's the wrong way of doing it. You got to cut that dead shit out of your life. And that same approach, you need to do that with your trades. If you have dead wood in your trade, you cut it out, get rid of it. You want something that's going to float. You want something that's going to sail on its own, take off, and have no problem. But if you got to tow the weight of a market that's not trying to move, and you want to see your will come to fruition, you want to see your pride and ego get stoked because you held on to something that you knew in your heart of hearts that thing was wrong. It wasn't moving anywhere. But just because you held on to it, it just happened to have a static little move in your favor, and it ran up and hit your little short-term 5-handle, 6-handle move. And you're going to champion that like it's something great. It's not. You broke every rule. You put yourself through an abusive relationship. That trade was abusive. You coddled that. You held on to it. You enabled it to do those things to you. You allowed it to abuse you mentally and psychologically, and you risked monetary loss because you didn't want to cut it out of your career as a trader. It's a failed relationship. There's nothing wrong with it. When you identify it early, it's nothing wrong with cutting that out. You want to be around success. Success breeds success. It's not privilege, it's mindset. And if you have a defeated mindset and you have bums, busters, jokers, clowns hanging around you, mooching, hey man, got any cigarettes? Got a cigarette, man? I don't smoke, but that's one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. You're broke, you can't afford it, and you're asking somebody else for another cigarette. Hey man, I'm a little short this week. You got me tonight, man? I want to go out and get some drinks. You got me? No, I ain't fucking got you. Stay the fuck home. And I ain't spending my money on you. Okay? If you can't afford it, then don't go out. These people are draining you. They're draining your energy. They're draining your wallets. And what are they bringing to you? You might feel like, oh, yeah, I'm helping them out. Fuck them. They're losers. They're losers. They're creating a stagnant environment for you. Any energy you direct towards them, enabling them to be a drain on everyone, you included, you're stealing that opportunity for you to give yourself an increase that will benefit you, your family, and your circle. That's not greed. That's not selfishness. That's success. Okay? That's how you stay afloat. You don't let dead weight drag you down and drown you. And I did that with my personal relationships with my friends that I went to high school with. I'm telling you, I got one out of all of them. And I went to school with them since preschool. So long ago, the school doesn't even stand on the ground anymore. It burnt down and never rebuilt it. And honestly, he doesn't do well with money. He doesn't listen to me, but I love him like a brother. He's my oldest friend. And you know, the bottom line is this: you are making decisions in these markets that are going to be manifesting the very way you conduct your personal life. And if your personal life is a fucking mess, why are you surprised that your trades are the same way? That hurts, doesn't it? It's meant to. Because that was the personal realization I had when I was going through the development stage. And I'm looking around and I'm like, you know, why the hell is this happening to me? Like, I can make money and all of a sudden, you know, I feel like I got a case of the ass. I got to prove something to somebody. Who's looking at me? I'm not sharing my statements to anyone. Nobody was aware of what I was doing initially. I didn't want to show anybody because I was afraid I would jinx it.